star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Indiana. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Utah, they have been staggering here of late. Their losing streak has stretched on way too long. They look like a team that has just lost their confidence.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got George Niang. Bailey out there with George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Detroit, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. And it's Duren in at the 5. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Over George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
George, no good. Ivey on the wing. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Ivey. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Kessler with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Thompson against Markkanen. Over Thompson. Markkanen can't get it to go. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Ivey. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Ivey with the bucket.
And if Ivey can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
So it's Utah now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Just 3 to shoot. George, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Thompson passes to Harris. Now, here's Durant, defended by George. And here's Harris from the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Cunningham. He had 22 points in the win against Memphis.
And you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Harris misses. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Markkanen in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And Duran, here we go. And Duran slams it in.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's George. 23 points for him the last game against Boston.
Now let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Boy, strong denial by Kessler at the rim. The 7-footer having none of it.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Harris. The 3. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
George passes to Kessler. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
Here's George. He has 5. Kessler a screen on Cunningham. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's George. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. George with the ball to the right side. Shot clock at 6. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And taking a look here at some stats for Thompson, how he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
George against Cunningham. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Keontae George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's George. They lead by 1. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
The Pistons shooting at around 44% in the early goings here.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Screen by Niang. And George kicks to Niang. George with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. George passes to Kessler. And slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Pistons trail by 3. Now Cunningham. 8 points for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Pass to George. Kessler a screen on Duren. Here's George. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 6. Duren finds Harris. The shot that time not on target.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Duren. 6 points for him. Cunningham for 3. Filipowski grabs the board. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pistons trail by 9. Now Cunningham. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Down low. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so the timeout here by JB Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look here for Detroit. Quinman's checked in. And it's Stewart in for Harris. So it's Detroit now. 11-point game. And now Utah, fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Karis LeVert.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Collins kicks to LeVert. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Sensabaugh. Robinson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Holland. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Well, Karis LeVert has great size to see over the defense and terrific vision there.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. Filipowski in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Filipowski's got 5 points so far. Pistons shooting 42% to begin this game. Here's LeVert. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. He's off on that one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so it's Utah, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Jazz leading by 12. So on the floor for Utah, Kyle Anderson is out there with Collier. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the three, the small forward. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Left side Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Count that one. Anderson's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Outside Robinson for 3. A rebound by the Jazz.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hey, yo, right here.
Anderson passes to Collier. And he makes that one.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Klintman. And here's LeVert to the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
One of the things I think teams love when you have Yusuf Nurkic is the kind of physicality he brings nightly in the middle of the paint. This is a guy who's capable of 20 and 20 on a good night.
Now here's LeVert. Still yet to score.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Here's Collier. Over to the wing. Pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Holland with the rebound. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Stewart, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams making some changes here. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th, the Jazz.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Utah with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. Here's Collier. Last game we saw him score 14. Markkanen can't get it to go. Ivy with it. Bailey picks him up. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid Ivy go.
Jazz leading by 12. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his 3rd season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
The shot by Stewart with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out some numbers for Cade Cunningham. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
That free throw, no good. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And he's good on the second. Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Ivy. Duran sets the screen for Ivy. Stolen away. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Markkanen can't get it to go. Cunningham right side. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Ivy. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
And one of the best guard finishers, Ivy, relentless when attacking the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Ivy no good on that one.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs to it.
Niang in the post. It's up against Thompson. Filipowski finds Markkanen. Cans it from downtown. Markkanen's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, first quarter he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 10 points for Cade Cunningham.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Jazz leading by 9. Here's Collier. Aston Niang. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And that one misses. The Jazz making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham with it. He's got 10. Down low. And Duran slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Markkanen from outside. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Cunningham gets the bucket. And now it's only a 5-point Utah lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kessler a screen on Cunningham. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That free throw missing. Oh, late first-round pick Doris back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And Utah also making a switch. Keontae George, he's checked in for Collier. Here is Cunningham. 12 points for him. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham against George. And here's Harris from the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
That free throw good from Bailey. Second free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 8. To the paint, here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, Markkanen from the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. During's got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Here's Cunningham beyond the arc. The shot by Ivy, no good. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Bailey. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bailey's got 11 points.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Inside, Markkanen on the double team. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Bangs home the trifecta. Ivy's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Bailey passes to Niang. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 12. Yes, that goes in. He's got 6.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 4th, Cade Cunningham.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Jazz leading by 5. Now, here's George. 10 points for him. Pass to Kessler. To the left wing. Fires from deep. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. To the middle. Here's Ivy. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
6 to shoot. Markkanen inside the line. Good D by Thompson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Jazz leading by 5. Outside, George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
That's good from George.
Well, Keontae George is a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Ivey. 10 points for him. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. The shot by Ivey, no good. Jazz leading by 7. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Markkanen's got 11 points.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
The Pistons shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you, Kevin.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. Thompson against Markkanen. Back to Niang. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Cunningham against George. Thompson a screen on Markkanen. In the corner, Ivey with it. They grab their own miss. Back to Thompson. From deep. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Niang finds George. Back to Niang. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Utah Jazz.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
You know, right now for Utah, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Utah leading by 6. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the guard position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Ivy. Cunningham against George. Back to Cunningham. Inside. Here's Duran.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Cunningham against George. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Clock at 6. Here's Bailey. Outside for George. The second chance effort. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, you love to see Keontae George powered through it all, flexing on the defense right there.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from George. Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham with it. George picks him up. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And the basket by Bailey.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now, here's George. He's got 15. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Here's Niang. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Harris, good.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's George. He gets it in there. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Now Cunningham. He's got 15. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Bailey. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kessler. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
And here's George. 17 points in the game. Pass to Markkanen. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Markkanen's got 13.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent's scout, you're getting the best defender, you might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
Now, here is George. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris, George with the bucket.
The guy's game plan is easy tonight. With the rhythm Keontae George has established, just get him the ball.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 15. Pass to Ivy. Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Cunningham. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz leading by 11. Kessler a screen on Cunningham. George passes to Markkanen. And a miss there on the triple. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him. Here's George. He's got 19. And it's Bailey in the corner. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. Thompson against Markkanen. Bailey passes to George. 5 to shoot. Here's Niang. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's George. He's got 19. No good. Shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D. Here's Thompson in the corner. It's Duran. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. So it's Utah now. 3-point lead. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Kessler a screen on Cunningham. George. Kessler. Great positioning on the putback.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Ivy passes to Duran. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Utah leading by 3 to the left side wing. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Karis LeVert's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And Utah also making a switch. Collier, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Pistons trail by 6. LeVert with it. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Here's Harris. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Stolen by LeVert. They break it out. 5 on 3. Thompson outside. Harris inside. He's got 14. Count it. Good. Harris has got 10 points here in the second half.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Collier. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Now, here's Ivy. 10 points for him. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Collier. High post, Kessler. Working on Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Detroit making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Bailey. 16 points for him. Pass to Collier. 5 on the clock. Bailey misses. Pistons trail by 4. Now LeVert. Nothing on the board. Harris outside. Shoots. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists in the game. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Aston Yang. Here's Collier. LeVert defending. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Collier's got his second bucket tonight. And here's Ivy. 10 points for him.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Ivy.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 6. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Now here is Harris. He's got 18. Clock at 4. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And Holland gets it to go.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. George with the ball. He's got 19. And it's Bailey in the corner. The tray. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Down low. Pass to Holland. Stewart with the screen on George. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Stewart.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Utah's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. Here's Bailey over Robinson. Bailey misses. And, well, Detroit shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And it's LeVert missing. Utah leading by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shoots over Collier. And it's LeVert missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
George looking over the floor. Shoots over Holland. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Collier. Then there's Anderson. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Paul Reed's checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Robinson against Markkanen. Back to Cunningham. It's LeVert on the wing. Well, good with the triple. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Collier, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
So it's Detroit now. Pass to Cunningham. Reed a screen to the middle. And the dunk by Reed.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And it's Utah's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Now, Filipowski. On the wing, Markkanen. Guarded by Robinson. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Cunningham to the inside. Reed. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Great timing on the rejection by Nurkic. Such good defense there.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Collier following the bucket by the Pistons. Markkanen in the corner. Over Robinson. Markkanen missing again. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pistons. 6-point game. He was all alone on that one.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Anderson outside. Pass to Markkanen. Over Robinson. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Anderson. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, Markkanen looking really confident in the mid-range. We're accustomed to seeing him want the three-point shot, but take what the defense gives you.
Now, here's Cunningham. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now, here's Markkanen. Here's Collier. And that one is good.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Pistons trail by 5. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Reed. And Utah also making a switch. Kessler's checked in. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. The Pistons working the ball around now. Shot clock at 3. LeVert inside the line. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 5. Inside, Duren. Yep, it counts. 16 points here for Jalen Duren.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Markkanen. Over Stewart. Markkanen can't get it to go. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's Stewart, top of the key. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Collier. To Filipowski. Here's Collier. And he's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. So for the Pistons, there's a check in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for Karis LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen can't get it to go.
still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
There's the lob to Duran. Stolen. Here's Collier, covered by Cunningham. They get it back. Kessler passes to Collier. Ivy against Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Thompson passes to Duran. Now Cunningham. Here's Ivy. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. There's a screen. Rebound, Detroit. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
And now Utah, fast break.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
And Detroit has possession. They trail by 3. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Pass to Duran. Cunningham outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Thompson outside. Duran with the screen on Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's good from Durham. A different look for Utah. George Niang, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Anderson, and George is subbed in for Collier. And both free throws good for Duran. Here's George. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons trailing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Kessler, a screen on Cunningham. Here's George. Now Bailey. Ivy defending. The Jazz with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
That one drops for him. Cunningham's got the lead up to 3 now for Detroit.
Yes, sir. Kay Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
And George, here we go. Markkanen fires. He's off from 3.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Outside Harris. Outside Duran. Cunningham. Outside Duran. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Ace Bailey. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
He hits the second from the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Jazz trail by 4. Now George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Here's Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Now Kessler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Pistons leading by 4. And here's Cunningham. Duran. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Now George. Ace Bailey. And just miss after miss right now. Here's Duran. Oh, the dunk.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Good! Some old school moves in the post.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Jazz trail by 8. Outside, Markkanen. George! Misses the 3. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And now Utah, fast break, jammed in! He was headed straight to the hoop the whole way!
What I love about Walker Kessler right now is he's feeling it offensively, and he's aggressively pursuing the basketball.
Duran sets the screen for Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Off target from outside.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Keontae George steps in at a big-time moment. That's a huge basket.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty, missing both. Bailey fires. It's good.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Now Markkanen. And he drives in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what are their best options now?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Ivy. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Walker Kessler.